The World Cup is here, and you know what that means. World Cup fever is running wild. With so much activity going, one of the best ways to currently get engagement online is to share content related to the tournament. The problem with this strategy, though, is that so many matches are going on, and so much information is flying around surrounding the games. It'll leave you wondering, how could anyone possibly keep up with all of it? Especially when you've still got to turn that into social media posts. Well, in this video, we're going to show you how to build an automation that will stay up to date with the tournament and create social media posts tracking the games as they happen. Let's get to it. To kick off our automation, we're going to start by adding the Dumpling AI module, and we'll be using the Search Google News action. We're going to be fetching Google News results for every event as it happens during this year's World Cup. All we're doing here is setting up our search query, which is the 2026 edition of the World Cup, and we're setting up our date range to fetch us results from the past hour. For our demonstration, we're also going to limit the number of results we want from 10 to 3. Let's run our module and see what results we'll get. It's a goal! We've successfully fetched the latest World Cup news from our Dumpling AI module. If you want more specific results, you can add the location-specific results you want or the desired language you're following. Now that we've got this, we can move on to the next step in our build. For step 2, we're going to scrape the URLs we fetched from Google News. After all, as nice as it is to fetch them, we still need to be able to know the content detail of each one. To do that, we're going to add a second Dumpling AI module, but this time, we're going to use the scrape URL action. So all we're going to do here is drag and drop the URL from our previous module, toggle yes to clean our data, and toggle no to rendering JavaScript. Let's test out this module. But first, a bit of advice. Some of the URLs we're fetching from Google News can't be scraped or processed. As a result, when this module encounters these URLs, it returns an error that grinds our automation to a halt. We don't want that to happen, so we're going to add an error handler to this module that skips any error encountered and lets our automation continue uninterrupted. Let's get this module out of the way, and then run our scenario to test out our scraper. Once again, our automation is working flawlessly, and our error handler is working fine too. So if we checked our output right now, we'll find that our module has scraped each of the links we fetched from Google News. And if we check the content field, we'd find the summary of the web link, which is the most important piece of data we're looking for. Now we can take that and turn that into a social media post. Speaking of turning this into a social media post, it's time for step 3. We're going to add an AI chat agent to our automation, and we'll be using this to turn our web content into an informative social media post. For the purpose of this demonstration, we're going to be using the Anthropic Claude module, but for your build, you can use ChatGPT, Grok, or whatever agent you're comfortable with. We're going to use Claude's Haiku 3.5 module because of its short, concise responses. And for our prompt, we're going to ask Claude to summarize our web content and make it informative. Because we want to schedule our post for Twitter, we're going to specify that our results should be 280 characters long. Let's test out our automation and see what it looks like now. Once again, our workflow has been successful. Let's take a look at our Claude module and see what our results look like. Claude understood our prompt, and now we've gotten a short, concise social media post made specifically for Twitter. Now we can move on to our final step. For our final step, we want to be able to send our posts to our social media channel. After all, that is the point of this entire automation. To do that, we're going to add the PostPulse module, and we're going to use the schedule a post action. Hold on while we switch our current PostPulse connection to our latest connection. So the first thing we're going to do is add our scheduled date and time. Because we want our posts to go out that day, we're going to switch over to the calendar tab and add the add minutes formula. With this formula, we're going to add 2 minutes to our current date and time. This means that every time our automation runs, our post will be scheduled to go out in the next 2 minutes. The next thing we'll do is pick the social media channel of our choice. And finally, for our content, we're going to map out the generated results we got from Claude. And that's all for our setup. Let's run our scenario one more time and make sure we're firing on all cylinders. We've got a red card. Because we're sharing our post to Twitter, we need our texts to be less than 280 characters. So it seems our Claude module is generating texts longer than 280 characters. We're going to hop back over to our Claude module and specify our text limit. After we do that, we're going to run our scenario again and wait for the results. We've scored another goal and our scenario is working just fine now. Let's head over to our PostPulse dashboard to check out our scheduled post. And just like that, we've successfully created an automation that will share the latest World Cup activities to our social media channels. That's all for today's video. It was a really fun one to make. And if you're interested in this automation, comment World Cup and you'll get this automation as a template. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.